Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to talk about a few other things that are going on as well. This is the reason why the price of XRP does not matter. Documented, of course. You know, I always told you, think like an institutional investor. They're not sitting around looking at the price of XRP. Even in the future, when XRP is sitting at much higher prices, they're not going to care about the price of XRP because they're going to utilize it for what it's built to do. And if you don't pay attention to the price and you just sit back and chill, eventually you are going to make a lot of money off of your XRP holdings. So they say that many treat XRP as an underlying asset to hold for future investment and even cross-border transactions. And it's completely reasonable when considering the stable price and potential value in the future. To talk about the future potential value of XRP, we wouldn't worry so much about the decline of XRP price because it has a relatively stable price level even when there is a price shock, like when it had its run up back in 2018. At the same time, we take a positive attitude towards XRP's future value increase after comparing it with other cryptocurrencies. So even when the value of XRP goes up, it's going to benefit them, but they're still not going to be rushing to sell it. They're going to be utilizing it on a daily basis. But everybody is so stuck on the price of XRP today. In regard to MICA, most, if not all, will have to KYC or KYB in the European Union when MICA goes into full effect beginning December 2024 into 2025. So all these anonymous meme coin creators or blockchain companies will have to KYC and show proof that their coin or blockchain company actually have utility and how they plan to become profitable. This is where people might say most will be trading meme coins for actual utility coins like XRP. KYC, know your customer. KYB, know your business. You're going to have to show how your crypto business plans to turn a profit, or most likely you will never even get off the ground once MICA goes into effect. Same thing's going to happen here in the United States. U.S. banks suffer biggest weekly deposit outflow since SVB crisis. So the banks see all of this outflow happening, $69 billion. And yet they don't see the problem at the banks. People still want you to believe that the banks are safe. Breaking news, unrealized losses at U.S. banks surge to 7 times 2008 financial crisis levels. Like I said, this time around, it is going to be like 2008 on steroids, and they all know it's coming. That bank consolidation is going to happen. So now we know a liquidity crisis is going to happen at the banks, but the banks say goodbye to these dollar bills at Bank of America. So they don't want money that has wear and tear, such as rips, cuts, or fading caused by age or exposure to moisture. They will no longer be accepted at banks, ATMs, or various commercial establishments. Consumers are encouraged to inspect their cash carefully before attempting to use it for any transactions, as even slight damage may result in rejection under the new guidelines. So all that money that people have stored under their mattress at home, the bank no longer wants your dry rotted money. And what it is they're gonna slowly get rid of all the cash. That's where I think this is leading. Take a listen to Whitney Webb, what she talks about getting rid of fiat.
They tried to get people to onboard to the CBD system was by essentially cutting off the vast majority of the cash in circulation in Nigeria. And so despite the fact that they created these conditions to coerce people into using the CBDC, the populace resists. And that suggests that the idea of CBDCs being a tool for financial inclusion, the public doesn't seem to believe that, right? In Nigeria, these people that ostensibly suffer from this identity gap, that suffer from financial exclusion, don't want the financial inclusion that they're being offered by the CBDC. They don't see any real benefit. They see it as a tool of the state. In the state in Nigeria and in other African countries where these sort of systems are being rolled out, the governments have abused these systems to go after journalists or other people and violate human rights and all sorts of things. So it's not a tool for increased human rights. It's not a tool for increased inclusion. It's inherently exclusionary, and it's a surveillance tool. So if Nigeria's tactic of, drastically reducing the amount of cash in circulation didn't work, then I think it's quite clear that the way to force onboarding of the CBDC is going to be some sort of crisis, some sort of event where people will be made an offer they can't refuse, essentially. Whatever that crisis is that creates the situation where people will have, very little choice but to onboard to this new digital currency system, it could manifest in a number of ways. But regardless of how it manifests, what the narrative is going to be is that privacy is dangerous, anonymity is dangerous, specifically financial privacy is dangerous. Those are going to be the narratives that come out of this event, and that's going to be a way to force onboarding both onto digital currency that can be tracked to stop terror financing or things of that nature. And also we have to know who everybody online is, or we have to know who everybody is interacting with these systems. We need digital ID.
It will eventually lead to digital ID. And the headlines go right in line with what Whitney Webb is saying. Because what's going on right now all around the world? Russia is pushing full steam ahead. BRICS pushing full steam ahead. And I think the US is even working with the BRICS, most likely working to build out this new financial system. You honestly think the US is going to be left behind? Absolutely not. But a digital form of money is absolutely coming. While everyone was looking over there, did you all notice the DID amendment got passed? This goes in line with the decentralized ID on the XRP ledger. And the very first comment is the DID is more sinister and controlling than people realize. People don't like the idea of a digital ID. No matter what, nobody wants it. But you're going to need it to work, to do anything once the new system gets here. And the reset will happen without clear warnings. They're not going to tell you the day the reset is going to happen. It's going to happen when you least expect it. The G20 will not announce this idea. The biggest banks will not prepare their customers. Only insiders and smart money will be in the know, and they will be well positioned to capitalize on this reset. However, it seems Bank of America is dropping hints about the looming reset of the financial system and the crucial role gold will play. As documented below, gold will be an essential component of the planned reset. Yes, that has been in the works. The document even uses the same exact language that Bank of America employs when discussing gold's value in the upcoming shifts. Gold will be a safe haven when the storm passes. This is why central banks are stockpiling gold and why the BRICS unit currency is backed by it. Don't be distracted from seeing the big picture. That's what they want. And they want to keep everyone in the dark. Gold is about to get revaluated as well. And everybody is looking at Bitcoin because that's what the mainstream media news is pushing. It's what Saylor's pushing. It's what BlackRock is pushing. They want you focused on the distraction. You, however, by holding XRP, are holding the disruption. Because as all these digital currencies are backed by gold, XRP is going to be moving that value from one country to another. It is not going to be sitting at 50 some cents. It's going to be at a way higher value than where it is right now. And I think that's going to also come right before the reset happens. Yes, the big reset of the financial system is real. So look at how they are talking. New rules have been discussed not only inside the advanced economies, with all emerging economies, including China. So they're already talking to China. Politicians in Washington have done nothing substantial but postpone, once again, the final bankruptcy of global confidence in the U.S. financial system. They know the debt here in the United States is no longer sustainable. They're just stretching it as long as they possibly can. With the status of the U.S. dollar as the international reserve currency being shaky, a new global currency setup is being conceived. They're telling you a new global currency is coming. The world is moving step by step toward a de facto gold standard without any meetings of G20 leaders to announce the idea or bless the project. So other countries are going to a gold-backed system without telling the other G20 leaders. And this comes from George Soros. I believe that basically the system is broken and needs to be reconstituted. The system we now have has broken down, only we haven't quite realized it yet. So you need to create a new one, and now is the time to do it. That's what the elites are doing. They're building out a new financial system while everyone is looking in the other direction. And what did I tell you about the housing market? Mortgage applications to buy a home are down 45% from the 2019 levels. Home buyers remain on strike. Fed rate cuts are not working. You know what happened? The people are fed up. People don't want to buy the top of the market. People don't want to pay these prices for a house. You know, the value of the house didn't go up. The dollar became worth less. That's what happened. You know, I bought the house I'm in back in 2008, $100,000. I feel I bought the bottom of the 2008 crash. The house I'm in now, I could sell for over $200,000. I didn't really do much work to it. I didn't make it more valuable. All that happened along the way is the US dollar became worth less money. And that's why the house prices are where they are right now. Everything is going to get revaluated. And the good thing is, I think as crypto really starts to top out, the housing market will be going through that revaluation. The crash will have happened. So you will once again get a chance to buy the bottom. Teachers are using AI detection tools to catch students cheating, but they're not always accurate, and consequences are piling up. Here's what's going to happen in the very short future. I'm talking about within most likely the next 2 years to 3 years. Teachers in the classroom are going to be replaced by AI. That's going to happen because, you know, the educational department, the system, the school board members will say, well, it's cheaper just to bring in AI to teach the students. And the students will get a better education because the AI will be teaching them everything that they need to know. Robots will eventually replace teachers. The robots are going to replace so many people's jobs over the coming years, and UBI is going to be all the talk going forward. You see us already pushing in that direction, and nothing is slowing it down. So you want to see a movie showing where we are going with AI? I suggest this one. It's called Subservience. I'll tell you what, I watched this movie and you could see the direction that even Elon Musk is putting us in. This goes in line with everything you're seeing right now. All the headlines around AI and robots, you could see this transition already happening. Check it out. And by the way, it's rated R and it does contain nudity. Because somebody said to me, is there nudity in this movie? There is, but it's a little strange. But you have to check it out. Anyway, you know, as XRP investors, as everything that we're watching in the headlines plays out, because they're already warning you of what's coming, we are going to get rich as this all unfolds. Like I always told you, you are going to get rich before it even happens. You know, nothing is going to stop this cycle that we're in. Alt season is coming, and a lot of people are going to make a hell of a lot of money off of their crypto. The only worry I have is cashing out into US dollars, because, you know, the US dollar, it's already shaky. And I think when the US dollar finally loses reserve currency status, which I think is definitely coming, I think the US dollar is going to plummet in value very fast. I think it's going to happen quicker than most people think. But until it all does happen, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.